Hello and welcome to Inside Cal Football presented by Dosanjh Family Auto Group. I'm your host, Justin Allegri. The Bears dropped their ACC home opener to the Duke Blue Devils last week, and now we'll get ready for their first bye of the season before taking on North Carolina next Friday. We'll talk all about that with Travers Family head football coach Justin Wilcox. But first, let's head back to the highlights against Duke.
All right, man, let's go. Hey, smarter and tougher for longer. Smarter and tougher for longer. We don't need a speech. We don't need a chant. We don't need nice guys. 4 hours. Savages for 4 hours. You're a savage. Yes? Team on three. 1, 2, 3.
It's a beautiful night here from California Memorial Stadium and a pivotal early conference matchup for the Bears as they return home for the first time in 3 weeks to take on the Duke Blue Devils. The Bears, on the heels of a win in Boston, have one of the best defenses in the ACC. The Blue Devils, who are looking to start 3-0 in ACC play, they bring in a top 20 offense to Berkeley here tonight. It's the Blue Devils and the Bears in ACC play here in Berkeley. 5 receivers set now for JKS on a second down and 11. Shotgun snap, 4-man rush, steps up to throw over the middle, and DeJesus has got it at the 35-yard line. Takes a big hit. It's a gain of 12 to the 36 and a first down. Second down and 7 for the Bears. Shotgun snap, a quick toss to DeJesus, jumps up to make a two-handed catch and then burrows his way forward. Close to the 45-yard line. Will be a third down and 2. DeJesus had a career-best 8 receptions, at least for Cal. Now play fake again, throwing up the middle, and it's Mason Minnie making the catch inside the 40-yard line of the Blue Devils. Fights forward, outside the numbers to the 30-yard line. Wesley Williams brings it down. It's a first down, though, to the 29. Now the under center snap, backpedaling JKS, looks over the middle, throws to the end zone, and it's King making the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, California.
So they ran the motion, they saw that they had zone across the front, and they ran that mesh concept. So now he can work it from front to back. That was number 3 in the progression that time.
Jordan King's second touchdown of the season. Reynoldsson gets this punt away, end over end. Waiting to receive is DeJesus. Backpedaling, makes the catch, runs out to the left side, spins off the first contact, reverses field, out to his right to the 35, down to the 40, gets a block, and down to the 43-yard line. Very nifty move there from DeJesus. First and 10 from the California 45-yard line. Shotgun formation for JKS. Here's the snap now. He drops to throw. He throws a deep ball near sideline. Grizel over a defender. Fights for the ball. Comes down at the 25-yard line. And there's still no indication of whether he made that catch or not.
He goes to the offense.
How about that? Kamari Robinson just got out-muscled by Grizel. JKS. A blitz coming from the outside again. Has some time over the middle. Throws, and it's King to make the catch at the 15-yard line, and he is walloped as a flag comes in.
That's targeting. Bradley Gompers is gone. He struck with the arm and forearm, helmet to helmet, on a defenseless player.
I don't know how King just popped to his feet so quickly. 2 tight ends, left side of the line. A toss play now to Raphael. Catches, runs left, has a hole. Bursts through it, into the end zone. Touchdown, California.
To get back to green grass and then to run the ball at the end to finish, that is solid offensive play.
Off to a great start here in the opening quarter. California up 14-0 with 5:20 to go in the first. Second down and 9 from the 29 of the Bears. Here's the snap, the fake and the handoff. Running to his right is Mensah, throws on the run, sliding to make the catch at the 10-yard line is Quayshawn Brown. Pistol formation now, the handoff to Shepard to the edge, and he's going to go in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And that was a response from the Blue Devils. 8 plays, 77 yards, and they're on the board. 14-7, Cal with the lead. Second down and 8 from the 48. Play action. They fake the handoff. Here's a deep drop now for JKS. Over to the 35-yard line. DeJesus has it. Turns it upfield. Down to the 25, to the 20. And he's shoved out of bounds. It's 3rd and 2 from the 4. The handoff to Raphael. Raphael lunging forward. Reaches out the ball to the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, California. Second score for Raphael. So the Bears just keep on scoring on their drives. 11 plays, 80 yards. It's 21-7 California. Sets up a 1st and 10 from the 42 of the Blue Devils. Benson now sticks his foot in the ground, throws to the right side, and a beautiful tackle by Hezekiah Masses. It's a loss of 2 back to the 40-yard line. 2nd and 12 from the 40-yard line. Single step back, throw to the right, and again that screen pass is broken up, and it's TJ Bush out on the edge to make the hit on Haggins. Mensa lines everybody up, takes the snap, Castle the handoff up the middle. Castle trying to fight his way forward. No indication yet from either official, and now they say touchdown. So 21-14, Cal with the lead. 1st and 10 for the 25-yard line. JKS, they'll take the snap, they'll hand off to Raphael, out to the second level, stiff arms him into the 40, 45-50, gets the block by Mason Minnie, and he's out to the right to the 45-yard line of the Blue Devils. Now a deep drop to throw. JKS airs it out into double coverage, and it's intercepted at the 15-yard line. They'll bring it back up the far side of the field to the 40, 45-50, sweeping past one man, flag comes in. Here's the snap, the blitz coming. Mensa steps up, throws to the near sideline, and reaching out to make a catch, falling over into the end zone. It's Quayshawn Brown, touchdown Blue Devils. And we are tied at 21.
The Bears offense would be forced to punt on their final 2 drives of the second quarter. Duke would take advantage of these opportunities to add another 10 points to close out the half.
And it's on its way and through. So the Blue Devils tack on 3 more to end the first half, up by 10, 31-21.
Offense, we can score every time we have the ball. Every time we have the ball, we can score on these guys. Let's go! Finish on 3, 1, 2, 3, finish!
De Jesus motions left to right. JKS, another handoff. Raphael spins off contact, stays on his feet, turns forward to the 20-yard line, has a first down and a gain of 7. Raphael to the right of JKS. Here's the snap now. He fakes the handoff. He throws to the near sideline. Coming back is Grizel, and this is a catch and a fantastic one. Grizel reached out with the right hand, right off the turf, got under the football and hauled it in with one hand. They're leaking ahead. Here's a 4-man rush. JKS flush from the pocket, rolls out to his left, now throws off balance. Mason Minnie makes the catch near the 40-yard line, slips contact to the 45, takes on more at the 47-yard line. It's a first down for California. 3 right, 2 left for JKS out of the gun near hash. Wants a quick out, but wasn't there. Now he resets, he throws, and it's intercepted. Backpedaling in some open space, Chandler Rivers found himself right on that football. The second interception of the night from JKS. Mensa to throw, boots to his right, lots of time, still running to his right. Finally hauled in, Felli spins him around and throws him down. It's a loss of 10 yards back to the 45.
Luke Felli showing his speed, literally running past everybody in pursuit and just tracked Darian Mensa down. Elite speed at that linebacker spot by Luke Felli to get there and to make that play.
Let's go, hell of a play, dude.
Shepard, the single back. They fake to him, now backpedaling to throw. Mensa to the end zone. It's Barkate jumping up on the back left corner of the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Both teams coming to midfield, and California will fall here tonight for the first time at home this year.
We got to grow up. That's the overriding theme. Team's got to grow up. We're immature. We have glimpses where we can play good football, but it's just too much of a roller coaster. Can't play that way and win.
We're going to have our best week of practice for sure these next 2 weeks. And, we just really have to self-reflect and just look at what we did right and what we did wrong. I think confidence is still there. We know what we can do. And when we're on our game, I think we're unstoppable. But, just keeping ourselves away from that emotional roller coaster and, just fighting through the whole game. And I think if we do that, we'll be good.
I talk to the guys all the time about, adversity is inevitable. I think that's, in football, you're going to hit adversity. The thing about adversity is it gives you an opportunity to respond. And I kind of talk about 3 things that, that we can do is you can control your mindset, your focus, and your response. Starts with me. I think sometimes, at times, if I have a bad play, I kind of hang it over my head, but I think it's important just to push that aside. And I think that's going to help us be more consistent, being able to play the next play. I think that's going to be important, just one play at a time. Play your 1/11th, do your job.
It was a frustrating loss for Cal at home to Duke. We'll now step aside on Inside Cal Football presented by Dosage Family Auto Group. When we return, we'll spend some time with redshirt freshman linebacker Luke Felli. That's coming up right after this.
Go Bears, baby, let's go.
The Dosage Family Auto Group offers an exceptional sales and service experience to our customers. With 11 brands and 20 locations throughout the Bay Area, the Dosage Family Auto Group has Bear territory covered. Although we're a large dealer group, we strive to maintain the family-run business atmosphere and culture that started us off more than 20 years ago. Please visit CaliforniaCarOnline.com for more information.
Welcome back to Inside Cal Football presented by Dosage Family Auto Group. For redshirt freshman linebacker Luke Felli, he's already made a name for himself with game-changing plays this year at Cal, but that long line of linebackers at Cal Berkeley goes back several years.
Coach, another big game tonight by Luke Felli. What's really stood out to you about him through the first 3 games of the season?
How much better he's getting. I mean, every time he goes out there, he's getting better. That guy, from where he was a year ago to right now, I mean, it is really impressive.
Here's the snap. Lonergan looking over the middle, throwing to the end zone.
Oh, boy.
Intercepted by Felli at the goal line. A pick right at the goal line by Felli.
That pick effectively seals the game.
Luke Felli's first career interception is one that ices it.
It was 2nd and goal, right? There was 15 seconds left on the clock. It came out in a passing formation, so I knew that, they were probably going to run some kind of mesh or some kind of crossing routes. So we called the perfect call. It was just a big vision call, and I was just the middle hook player, just playing off the vision of the quarterback. It just came right to me. Man, it was amazing. It was just a surreal moment for sure, just being out there with all my teammates and all my guys. It was just an amazing way to end the game. As soon as I caught it, I had so much adrenaline. I should have went down in the end zone, so that is definitely on me. And as soon as I crossed the end zone, I knew I had to go down, so I went down. And I was just I just had so much energy and adrenaline that I just kind of chucked the ball, and definitely wasn't a smart move on me, so I definitely learned. I talked to my coach on the sideline, and they just said, hey, just be smarter next time, just go down in the end zone, but it was a good job making a heads-up play.
Mensah to throw, boots to his right, lots of time, still running to his right, finally hauled in, Felli spins him around and throws him down. It's a loss of 10 yards back to the 45.
Luke Felli showing his speed, literally running past everybody in pursuit and just tracked Darian Mensah down.
I would describe my playing style as, somebody who is long and physical and athletic. I think I have the speed to be able to make those side-to-side plays, but I can also play downhill. Physicality is my favorite thing about football, so if it's a bigger guy coming to me and try to kick my ass, I'm gonna go in there, and try to do the same thing.
From the 33 now, Denegal turning again to Sutton. Sutton hit initially in the backfield, then wrapped up and thrown down by Felli.
Even when I was younger, I could always move side to side really well. I'm not sure why, but I would just say because of my length. When I redshirted, I got the opportunity to sit behind Teddy and Cade and really watch their routines and the way they go about the game, the way they watch film. So I kind of just got to sit in on that, and that really helped me transition into this year.
Here it is now, sweeping handoff to the left side. Cade Olave had a hand on him and missed, but then the rest of the Bear defense comes up and swallows him. Felli leading the charge on that second effort. It's a loss of 3 to the 45.
And the growth that he's had from a year ago to now is unbelievable. So he deserves it all. But I think both of us know that we're going to continue to get better and just keep working and just keep going forward.
The main thing that I learned from Teddy and Cade was just take everything serious, but also have fun with it. You have to be serious about what you really want to do in life. And when I was watching them, I knew straight away that they were 2 very serious guys. Obviously, you can tell that Teddy plays for the Ravens now, which is amazing. Whether it's, just studying or getting in the weight room or, running out there with Coach Novak in the strength program, he's been a huge role in my development for sure. I think I put on 20 pounds in the off season.
How did we eat? How did we sleep? What time did we get here? Get ready for the lift. How did we train, right? What are we gonna do to take care of our body after? All ones, no zeros, and we keep stacking those things. We good?
Sir.
Okay, so let's do this bit.
Whether it came to diet or just certain things, like he has a movement for every little thing that you could possibly ever need. So he's been a huge role in my development for sure. I write down new goals every week for that certain week, whatever the team is or whatever we're working on defense that week. And I really emphasize that. I write it down every single day. My older brother, he's been pretty big into journaling as well, and he told me to get into it. He plays college football too. He plays linebacker at Stony Brook in Long Island. He's been a huge impact on me and my athletics and my life in general. I always look up to him. So we just, we're out there every day, when we were younger, just on the field or whatever, it's in the weight room, he was always just trying to teach me and, just trying to get me better. So I just can't thank him enough. I can definitely see the work that I have put in kind of showing out. There's definitely some tweaks and things that I can always work on, of course, but I'm super grateful to be able to just go out there and just have an opportunity to play football.
Luke Felli is in the top 10 of ACC tacklers this season. The Bears will get back to action next Friday against North Carolina following their first bye of the season. We'll talk about those two elements with Travers Family head football coach Justin Wilcox when we return.
The Dosanjh Family Auto Group offers an exceptional sales and service experience to our customers. With 11 brands and 20 locations throughout the Bay Area, the Dosanjh Family Auto Group has Bear territory covered. Although we're a large dealer group, we strive to maintain the family-run business atmosphere and culture that started us off more than 20 years ago. Please visit CaliforniaCarOnline.com for more information.
Dosanjh Family Auto Group, proud partners of Cal Football.
Welcome back to Inside Cal Football, presented by Dosanjh Family Auto Group. We're now joined by Travers Family head football coach Justin Wilcox. Coach, a lot to cover this week. Obviously the bye, the upcoming game, but we got to talk about Duke a little bit here first. Great start. What changed so fast in that game?
Yeah, it was a great start by the offense, specifically. I mean, we moved the ball down the field, 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. The defense got a 3-and-out to start the game with a sack. And then the defense, we just didn't do much of anything right in the first half. It was a combination of alignment, communication issues, missed tackles. We didn't make any plays on the ball. We struggled to rush the quarterback. So all those things compounded. And then the offense had scored points, but once we stalled out, we just, at the end of the half, we gave the ball back. We did not punt the ball well. We didn't kick off very well. So the special teams, all of that, we didn't play well at the same times. In the second half, the defense came out and got 3 3-and-outs. But the offense, we really struggled to find a rhythm. The turnovers and the sacks on offense were hard to overcome. And then again, the kicking game didn't really help us. So it was a combination of all 3 units not doing their job well enough at the same time.
Yeah, well, and once we've talked about this before, once some pressure is put on JKS, he seems to try and overcompensate. I don't know if that's the proper way of saying it, but it seemed like he tried to make something happen because he needed to make something happen. What was your evaluation of him once the pressure was on?
Yeah, I think Jaren's going to be a phenomenal quarterback. There's some growing pains going in there. He can do some things better, just playing the play for what it is, and not thinking about maybe what just happened or what needs to happen 3 plays from now, just staying in that play, and he will do that. He made some phenomenal throws, and then he made some decisions that hurt the team, but he'll learn from those. I'm confident of that. We have to do a better job around him, O-line, receivers, running game, tight ends, everybody's got to help. But there's a lot to learn from that game. It certainly wasn't all on Jaron, but we have to reduce the turnovers. That's the biggest thing. -4 in turnover margins be very, very hard to win.
Well, and you mentioned to us post-game on the radio side that the offensive line, you just need to see more consistency out of. How do you find that consistency halfway through the season?
Well, I mean, it's 5 guys playing as one unit. Right now, we have too many times where we have 4 on the same page, 1 not, kind of playing individually. It doesn't mean they're not wanting to do that, but we have to get that done. It starts with us, us as coaches, myself first and foremost, and making sure we're giving those guys everything they need during the week of practice so they can go out and play as a unit. But to me, that's the key to that thing, is those 5 guys playing as a unit, playing as one, and we're going to have to do that moving forward.
Still halfway through the season now, 4-2 overall, probably sour taste in your mouth, but you have the bye week to work on some things. What is your evaluation midway through the season and what to work on in the bye week?
Yeah, we've just been wildly inconsistent. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. We've had stretches where the offense plays really well or the defense plays well or the special teams. We need those 3 units to play in unison together for stretches longer than a quarter or 2. And when we do that, we'll play good football. We can play winning football. We've just been very inconsistent. And then the other thing that shows up is turnover margin. You know, when we win the turnover margin, and offensively, we take care of the ball and don't give up sacks, we're going to move the ball and score. Defensively, stopping the run and not giving up those X plays. Yeah. If we do that, we'll play winning football. But, those things are simple to say. We have to get them done on the field.
Yeah, and the turnovers in terms of the interceptions, part of that young quarterback, another part trying to make something happen, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And again, Jaron has got so much great football in front of him. He's learning every time he goes out there. He is a very coachable guy. He's disappointed on some of those plays, and he'll get better and learn from those. Because when he protects the ball and makes great decisions and he plays the play and reads it the correct way, he can make some phenomenal throws, and he will do that. So he's got a lot of great football in front of him. There's just some growing pains going right now.
So how much during this bye week do you spend on fundamentals and things to try and find consistency? And then how much do you spend on North Carolina coming to town?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it depends on the day. Tuesday is heavy fundamental day. Tomorrow will be more 50-50. So we will get some North Carolina work. But we need work on ourselves. Yeah. I mean, that's the reality of it. The schemes are the schemes that you see each and every week, but we need to make sure that we're playing what we do a bit better and just doing it more often so the offense, defense, and special teams are working as one team.
Well, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. We're not going to have a show next week before that game. So, and I know it's still a ways out here, but what are your thoughts on this UNCT coming to town?
Yeah, well, they're going to be really well coached, obviously. Yeah. I mean, let's state the obvious there. They know what they're doing. They did a great job in the transfer portal, bringing people in. They have some very talented players. They spread the ball around on offense. They've played a couple different quarterbacks now, so we'll see where that goes. The run game is impressive. They got playmakers outside. And defensively, they're going to be very good. I mean, they know what they're doing. They got great schemes. So it'll be a challenge for us, no doubt about it. I think more than anything, we say this every week, but we have to play, what we do better. And obviously, they'll create challenges, but we need to play our game better.
You mentioned the 2 quarterbacks, Gio Lopez and now Max Johnson. It seems like they've settled for now on Max Johnson, who had great success a couple stops before UNC. Talk a little bit about him coming into this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's played a lot of football, so he's got that veteran experience. There's no substitute for that. He can make all the throws. He looks like he's very comfortable running the offense and doing what they're asking him to do. So, he's a very good quarterback. Lopez is a very good quarterback too. So they got 2 good options there. We'll have to be ready for whoever they roll out there.
All right, that does it for this week's episode of Inside Cal Football presented by Dosage Family Auto Group. The Bears on their first bye week and then get back to action next Friday against North Carolina, 7:30 kickoff on ESPN and 8:10 a.m. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for tuning in. Go Bears.
The Dosage Family Auto Group offers an exceptional sales and service experience to our customers. With 11 brands and 20 locations throughout the Bay Area, the Dosage Family Auto Group has Bear territory covered. Although we're a large dealer group, we strive to maintain the family-run business atmosphere and culture that started us off more than 20 years ago. Please visit CaliforniaCarOnline.com for more information.